mean, if it was possible, I would love to everyone else to get off the field so we could just go at it one-on-one. Yeah, I mean, I'm that kind of guy.
I never said anything derogatory towards Deion, you know, and if he has a personal vendetta against me or a problem with me, the hell with him. Right. You know, and if he want to go one-on-one, we can go one-on-one all day.
Player, as is Deion Sanders, who returns to Atlanta for the first time since signing with the 49ers. And, of course, he'll be looking at Mr. Rison today. And we'll return to the Georgia Dome for the opening kickoff right after these messages from your local Fox station.
And another guy who's been ready all week has been over here, Deion Sanders and Andre Rison. And you wonder why the ball hasn't gotten into his hands. This is the 5th play. Well, there's your reason. They just mashed him up straight man. Now, remember this. Schematically, the Atlanta Falcons in that run and shoot, when they go away to the 3 receiver side, they're not going to throw the ball too many times to the 1 receiver side. So they'll go 3 and work that side. So a lot of times, you're not going to get the ball just because of formation to make plays. So Charles Haley's just tortured.
You pointed out when we did the Redskin game how he occupied 2 and sometimes 3 offensive linemen. So he occupies a lot of people and gets other people.
Yeah, and one guy who hasn't had an opportunity even to have a catch or a yard has been Andre Rison. And they talked about the big matchup with Deion Sanders. Sanders has been on him most of the time, matched up man. Not even a ball has been thrown that way.
Still surprising, you'd have to say, was that 4th and 6th attempt downfield by George when it looked like the Falcons could get back.
Yeah.
George has some time, and Emmanuel cutting over the middle gets hit a couple of times but holds on for a gain of about 8.
Well, we talked about the coverage of Deion Sanders. You're going to watch him down here in the corner working on Andre Rison. Now, straight up man, he'll have corner. You see he has the safety help right over here, Hank, now what? Now the ball comes out, he comes up. This is one thing he doesn't really like to do. He's not a real big fan of having to whack somebody, but he'll do it if he has to.
George, this time, completes the pass. Andre Rison with the catch.
Did you see the way Deion took him down? He just stood over him for a while and then touched him. And like he didn't even want anything to do with them. Just kind of went up. Yeah, okay.
You think those two have exchanged words somehow so far in this game?
They probably haven't said 2 words to each other out there. I think it's understood. I think enough has been said all week. Watch the end of this play. He goes down. Now watch Deion. Just watch him like, you know, I have nothing even to do with you. Think.
I don't mean harsh words. I mean just to say, hey, let's play.
I think that this is just one of those things where it's me against you. Keep your mouth shut and let's play.
And on the draw, Hayward, nothing. And great play made that time.
Hey, we got some duking going on.
Andre Rison and Deion Sanders. Well, I guess they are talking to one another now.
Yeah, I think they finally said something. You know, how do these things get started? Well, watch. Andre's going to come off the ball, and he takes a shot right at the beginning. You see, this was talked about this week. They said Andre Rison will bloody your nose. But I got news for you. Deion's giving that whole field left hook. Did you see that?
Great.
That's a classic.
Well, let's go to our fight expert, Ron Pitts, down on the field. Ron, what do you have?
Blame it on Rison because he came off the ball, tried to block, and he went right to the jaw of Deion. As we can see right now, they're still getting into it. And Matt, you're right. These 2 guys, forget the helmets, forget the pads. They were going after it, man. That was going to be a 10-rounder.
I got personal.
Ron Pitts down on the side. How often do we come in talking about a one-on-one battle that never really materializes, and not only does it on the field in the play, but it does physically, man?
Yeah, I got to tell you, watch. Andre comes off. Now, this is perfectly illegal. He goes right up into the chest, and then he blocks him again. There's nothing wrong with that. And then Deion, now they just start duking. Watch the left. I didn't know.
Great fight.
That's a clap. Where's Gil Clancy when you need him? I gotta be honest with you.
Those are the judges.
One of these guys could get heaved from the game.
Or both.
Or both. They could get bounced right out of this football game. And that could really change the whole game.
You don't often see a receiver and a defensive back not downfield, but at the line of scrimmage getting into a scuffle like that.
Yeah, no, they came off the line of scrimmage, and Rison was fine. He could block him like that. And then there was a little bit of extra push at the end.
Personal foul, number 21 on the defense, who was the instigator of the fight. It is 15 yards, automatic first down.
Yeah, actually, Deion is lucky that he's not thrown out of the football game. Because usually when that happens, you get to catch a guy duking like that, you're gone.
The only thing that would make this crowd love it even more would be if the Falcons were in front and not trailing by 3 touchdowns.
Or right now they come back and throw a touchdown to Andre Rison.
And change the momentum a bit.
Right.
11:38 remaining in the second quarter.
It's funny you mention that. When all of a sudden, listen, hey, the crowd's back in it. They got something to cheer about. Sometimes it takes a fight. It takes a big play. Could be a touchdown. Could be a fumble. Could be anything to get you back in it. And right now, it could be that Andre Rison picked his spot.
Now the question is, can the Falcons take advantage of it? 1st and 10 in fight circles.
Yeah, the kid.
Deion Sanders.
Deion the kid.
Deion the kid.
Hey, I like that. Hey, you know what I liked about that? Nobody was backing down. Everybody been talking their smack back and forth all week long. I'm going to do this. I'm not going anywhere. You're the guy. All right, now you get into it. Man, they duped it. They just stood there toe to toe.
There's Rison and Sanders. Nothing to say to each other after their fisticuffs earlier.
Now this thing was a piece of work. It's a thing of beauty. And I think what's happened really is it's got Atlanta back in it because it got the defense fired up. I mean, that's some good duking. That's some good fast swinging. And he wants more.
Sanders was hit with a 15-yard penalty following that incident. 2nd down and 8 for Jeff George. Pressure on George. He finds Rison.
He's looking right for Sanders. But he ran out of bounds. That surprises me.
He got the first down, though.
He got the first. But one thing that Deion Sanders does not do real well is he doesn't tackle real well. And so if you're the Atlanta Falcons, what you want to do is you want to make him tackle. You want to, by position, get him out there. And then when you get the ball into the hands of a guy like this, hey, go take your shot. Go up and pound him a little bit. He'll come back. He'll challenge you. I mean, Deion Sanders is a competitor. He'll tackle you if you have to. He just doesn't necessarily like to tackle all the time.
George's pass, and he can zing it, is complete to the 45-yard line, and it's Andre Rison again. And a gain of 8 yards and very close to the first down, and I think Atlanta has it. It is.
Well, one of the criticisms of Jeff George so far in this offense is that he looks to Andre Rison almost too much. And when he starts to come off of Rison as the primary man all the time, that opens up the offense. You can see the zone. Sanders sitting back, he just breaks in front of it.
Program, 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line. George with plenty of time going for Rison against Sanders, and a pass interference call downfield. Let's see who is on. Deion's pointing to Rison.
There was some pushing and shoving going on down there.
Pass interference, number 21.
Listen to the cheer now.
Automatic first down.
And watch it, perfect matchup right down below. Just goes now by position. He's taking away the inside. Now he goes with the burst of speed. See, Deion Sanders is so good. He did 2 things wrong there, but he's so fast that he can still make the coverage. See, he jammed him outside, and then he turned his head and looked back at the quarterback. Usually when that happens, you'll get a little bit of vertical separation. Look at that. But Deion Sanders is so fast that he can just run with it without even looking.
This is an X-rated game. George has time, and his pass is intercepted.
They're not catching him.
Down the sideline.
Deion Sanders is dancing. He's looking backwards from about the 40-yard line.
Oh, is he going to do a number on the crowd here? And that's the second return for a touchdown. He returned one against the New Orleans Saints in his first game, 71 yards.
You think that San Francisco 49er team is happy they got him? Look him down there. The whole team down to get him. take your shot at Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders has something you can never teach, and that's tremendous speed and explosion. See how he reads the zone? He sees that zone. Look at that. That should have been a completion. Instead, that's 95 yards the other way.
He is still dancing 92-yard officially on the return on the pass intended for Ricky Sanders. And if that doesn't put a stake through the heart of this crowd, I don't know what will. Well, Sanders was penalized and now gets his revenge. Doug Bryan with the takes 7 off one side and 7 on the other. Here's 92-yard interception for a touchdown is 1 yard short of the team record set by Alvin Randolph. Boy, what a response. Deion Sanders could not have scripted this first half any differently, except maybe not get a shot from Andre Rison early.
Yeah, you know, and I see it looks like one of his teeth is missing. I wonder if Andre didn't knock one of those things out.
Deion taking a well-deserved breather right now as Drakeford had gone in for him, and I wonder if he's all right. It looked like he's flexing that
maybe
thigh.
Maybe pulled a left hammy right there, left hamstring.
I hope that Deion didn't hurt that on the dance. It was a long dance after the touchdown return.
But, you know, the thing is, Deion Sanders has such tremendous man-to-man skills, and it's ironic that he gets the big interception off of zone.
Word on Deion Sanders is that he's suffering from cramps, which is why he is on the sideline. Here's the dance after the touchdown return.
Well, you know, the thing is, I couldn't do that if I wanted to. I wouldn't even know how to do that. You see that big smile he had? There's one tooth missing right there.
Think Andre knocked it out? Probably not.
So. I don't think so.
Well, now he has cramps. Brilliant play by Sanders. 92 yards, tiptoeing down the sideline. Second touchdown interception return of the year. He had a 74-yarder against New Orleans. 49ers will snap the Falcons' 3-game winning streak. They have beaten Atlanta 15 of the last 17. And a triumphant return for Deion Sanders, who returned an interception 92 yards for a score today. Deion still close to many, and there is Andre Rison and Deion Sanders embracing at midfield, two sterling competitors. So for Matt Millen and Ron Pitts, I'm Dick Stockton saying so long from the Georgia Dome with the final score today, the 49ers 42 and the Falcons 3.
I've been humble all week, Rodney.
Yes, sir.
I got one thing to say. This is my house. I built this, and this is my house. I don't care if I'm with the Falcons or not. This is my house, and this will always be my house. Now let's continue.